My name is John Ghislain Kibaga, but my stage name is Papa G. And I am a comedian and a playwright, so a writer. I have been writing since high school. I'd say in 2013, 2014 is when I realized that I have a gift for writing.
So the gift of writing, is it something you discovered along the way, or you just...
Well, so for me, it's because growing up in my family, African family, I feel like I couldn't express myself with just words because of how things were, like things were just aggressive, and I felt like to be heard, it has to be on stage, because at home, it's like I had no voice at home. People were not listening to me. But when I do a show, and then people come and they listen, and they have no choice but to listen at that point. So yeah, I use my writing, my shows to express myself, to share with everybody. Normally, when I do my shows, I do share my life, I share my culture, I share my way of thinking, I share my ideas, and it's just how I can contribute to society and to hopefully make it a better place than what it was when I found it. The thing is, I used to think that life is not fair because I was born and raised into wars and volcanoes back in the Congo. And then I was like, why me? Why me? Why me? But then because of that life that I lived, when I came to Canada, I realized the opportunities that were standing in front of me. And for me to realize that this is a life-changing opportunity, and how can I take advantage of that? So that's when I started doing shows almost every week. Like, if you know me, you know that every week I'm doing shows. That's just what I do. And most of my shows are about where I came from, what I went through, what I survived. And I use humor to let people know that this life they have here is a privilege, and it's easy compared to the life that I had back in Congo for like 12 years. So also I use that to appreciate this life even more, and I use that to also work hard to achieve my goals. I'm always working. If you know me, I'm always working. And I love working, but I started in high school in my drama class. I remember going to school just because of that one class. Like, honestly, actually two classes. There was drama class and there was gym class. So I would go to school just for those two classes, honestly. And then the rest comes naturally, like math by force. But that's just life. But yes, my passion for theater really came in high school, in my drama class. I remember my drama teacher, he said that there's a word that he used, as if like, in French he says, c'est comme si j'ai un piqûre de théâtre, as if, ouais, there's something.
You choose something like,
Yeah. Like I have something for theater, and that thing, whatever it is, it's what drives me. It's
in your blood. Okay. So growing up, did you know you were gonna become an actor, or it just come like when you come to Canada?
So the truth is, since I was in Congo, I used to have dreams, like I would see things, like actual visions. I would see, me living this life that I'm living today, especially the last 11 weeks where I was on a Canada tour. Like I was in Toronto for like a week doing shows every night, and it's like you look up, you see those buildings, you see those screens, you see those lights, and it inspires you, you know? It's almost like in that song by Jay-Z, when he says, New York, you know, the lights will inspire you. That was exactly what I was feeling, you know? I do feel like I'll go back to Toronto again, just because it's a beautiful city and it's inspiring, you know, it's inspiring. When I saw those big screens, I was like, man, maybe one day I'll be on these big screens, you know, and it's just these dreams that, you know, that you dream, and then when you wake up, you ask yourself questions like, how can I make these dreams a reality? And when it happens, it's so unbelievable, you know, it's so unbelievable, but it can happen.
Toronto is the place to be, my friend.
Toronto was beautiful. Toronto was beautiful.
It's the New York and Canada.
Yeah, Toronto was beautiful. I really do remember everything. It was unbelievable. It was unreal. Guardian, how did I Guardian? Well, it was not easy. So, because I'm always doing shows, I'm always in people's eyes. So, when the opportunity came, they thought of me for that simple reason. I'm always doing shows, I'm always in their eyes, I'm always promoting events, I'm always working. So, when the opportunity came, I was like on their radars. I was in their eyes. So, it wasn't hard for them to think of me. So basically, I feel like I gave them no other choice but to think about me. So, you know those quotes where they say, when opportunity meets preparation? That's exactly what happened. So me, I just stayed ready for like the past 8 years, man. I was just always ready. And then the opportunity came and I was ready. So I think to always be ready is the key.
Because when we're talking backstage, you're saying you were one of like they chose like 3 or 4 people.
That's correct. So in every city they choose 3 or 4 people to come represent the city. And I guess when it came to Winnipeg, somehow I represent Winnipeg. Well, what's funny is during the show or the tour, I realized that I represent more than Winnipeg because I'm from Congo. And people were actually sending me messages on Instagram talking about how, man, you inspire us. And I was just like, wow, man, it's unbelievable. And people from Congo even knew about this tour. And because I talked about the wars in Congo, the volcano in Congo, they felt like these are issues that are ignored by the whole world. You know what I mean? Congo being at war for like since I was born, even till now, you know? And I received a message again from a journalist, I cannot say her name, a journalist saying that people were asking her questions about Congo because I said Congo in the play. So people were actually doing research to find out that this is happening, like this, you know, like this stuff is still happening. And I guess to be in a position where you can raise awareness on a national level, it was an honor, you know, it was an honor. And back to Winnipeg, so because I'm from Winnipeg, so I do represent the city, I did represent the city, and I guess when they thought of the best in the city, they thought of me. I guess that's what happened. And again, I gave them no choice but to think of me when the time comes. And
how do you see yourself? Do you see it as a business? Do you see yourself as
I see it as a lifestyle. It's a way of life. It's how I cope with, you know, with things. Like example, some people will go and smoke, whatever, but me, I just go and make jokes, you know what I mean? I just laugh at everything, you know, whether it's good, bad, problems. my perspective on life is like it's just fun, you know, like it's just funny, and it's like you know, like right now, I just got a parking ticket that's like $800, and it's like that's just fun, you know, like that's crazy. Where it's like, the heck, man, why that much? Like, why so expensive? I'll go talk to them. Anyways, to me, that's the thing. Like, to me, I'm inspired by everything, and it's like I feel things because I allow myself to, you know, to be inspired by them. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah. So, to me, comedy is a way of life. It really is how I live my life.
So you live it at home, you do it everywhere?
Everywhere, you know, everywhere. The thing is, I had to learn to control it though, so I don't seem crazy. But hey, in this world, you gotta be crazy sometimes. It gets interesting though, because if you always doing comedy, you become annoying. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like with other people. So you have to find a balance. You have to understand when it's show time and then when it's like time to be normal with everybody. So I've always had to fight that. And then some people are not okay with that because they think because I'm a comedian, I have to be funny all the time, but I don't think so. You know what I mean? Like, it can be too much, it can be annoying if you always, you know, trying to be funny. And I think, yeah, the key is to find a balance, which I believe I managed to find the balance when, you know, when to be funny, when to not be, well, when to not be funny, as in when to not make jokes, you know what I mean? And
so what next? What next?
What next for me?
Yeah.
Well, so right now I am starting my next project already. I'm doing a writing project with this great artist, and this these are like great artists. Like, they have a huge resume, and it's like they do movies, they do TV shows, and I'm just like, wow. I acknowledge what a privilege it is to work with these people that's been working for so long and have impressive resumes, and I'm just here trying to knock on these doors. I am trying to do an African open mic, which will be it will be a space where anybody can come and perform. Basically, the concept of an open mic is that people come together, and then each comedian or rapper, but I'll say mostly comedians, we get 5 minutes each, 5 minutes each, and then they rotate, and over time, people become great. Over time, you become great,
So it's a place of learning and gaining experience.
Definitely.
And make all the mistakes.
Definitely. At an open mic, you can practice your jokes. You can, make new jokes. You can create something. You can tell a story. You can inspire somebody. You can, you can share your background, share your culture. All that stuff.
Actually, we share a lot of similar ideas. We're gonna elaborate more on that.
Definitely.
To see how we can work on this together. Actually. This is between us. All right, then. Okay. So, what is because you already talk about inspiration, what motivates you. What kind of advice, ideas you wanna give to young African that wanna come into comedy? I don't know if they have like young African who want to be a comedian in Winnipeg or in Canada, if you know, or around you, what kind of advice you want to give them? Not only African, even
anybody.
Anybody.
The best advice is to make as much connections as possible, because I believe that your network is your net worth. So if you have a network of like people that are, ambitious, and people that are working hard, and people that are inspirational, that network will inspire you to be just like those people, or even go farther than those people. But so just make as many connections as possible. If you like shows, go to shows, and then after the shows, talk to the artist, find out, find out how they got there, what their story, you know what I mean? Because that's what I did. I went to so many shows, I met so many artists, and today, here I am.
So the more you surround people with, as if you surround yourself with losers, you'll be the next.
That's the nature of things. That's the nature of things, you know. Yeah. And also you have to understand that if you wanna make it, it's like jungle rules. You know, jungle rules. It's like you have to be. Sometimes you have to apply pressure. You know, you have to apply pressure. You have to be active. You have to do. You have to do things. You know, don't just say things. You have to do them. And
be present.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And when I say jungle rules, I mean like don't sleep on opportunities. So like if like when they say that the world is for the taking, it means the world is for the taking. So those that wake up and they go and they take, those they run the world. You know, like they run the world because they take. You know, they wake up, they go, they take. They don't wait for people to give them. They go and they take. You see what I'm saying? So there's so much to go take from. You know what I mean? Just don't take from your brother.
True.
Don't take from your brother, but go out there and take from the world, not your brothers or sisters. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So Papa G.
Yes.
When they say Papa G.
Yes.
What does that mean? Papa G.
Papa G. So usually, I believe, since I was a kid in Africa, me with my friends used to play, and we'd use Papa like in front of our name. So like my name was Papa Ghislain. So like Papa Ghislain. Because we just use Papa in front of our name, because if you're African or from Africa, you understand that Papa is like the most powerful man in the family. That's just our culture. We respect Papa because Papa is Papa. You know, like if they say Papa is calling you, you gotta go. Because it's Papa calling you. So Papa G just kind of gives my character the authority. The feeling, I guess the power, and hopefully I'll be an actual Papa soon. Hopefully I'll be Papa for real soon. I'm looking forward to parenthood. It looks fun.
Yeah, once you be parents, remember I forget all the tools. Huh?
Hey, to raise a kid looks fun.
Your kids are amazing.
Yeah, it looks fun.
It can be crazy sometimes.
But. To teach them things, to teach them life, to share knowledge with them. I feel like my kids will have to push the grind farther than me, because they will have what I didn't have. The connections, the relationships that I've built, and sometimes I feel like I do this for them also. Even though they're not born yet, I'm still building something for them. That way, long after I'm gone, they can still have something that we didn't have to start on. And that goes not just for my kids, but for my community. It goes for anybody that's associated with me. You know what I mean? So whatever we're building is for us, is ours. It's for our next generation to come. It's like this African open mic will live forever, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Because once you leave a legacy, it's no longer about you, it's about what's coming.
Exactly. It's about legacies, that's for sure, And one day they might have a building named after Papa G where people can go do shows there, and it's like,
Great to have you in our studio.
Thank you.
And of course, it's not the first, not the last.
Hey man,
there'll be a lot of projects we'll be doing. So
it's all about leaving a legacy behind. I believe that it's all about leaving a legacy behind. Even long after you're dead, your name should be able to live on.
Yeah. So remember, this show is a platform created for Christians. So I know you're a Christian, right?
That's correct.
How do you see yourself as comedian and Christian, especially, it can be taboo also, I know, especially in the African community, with the jokes and everything. It's one of the things we're going to be talking to. Do you see yourself organizing the shows in the Christian community?
Definitely. Even in a church. One time I did this show, and then it was after a Bible camp. They gave us this little, like small Bible-ish. Wait, they're not Bible, like books about Jesus. Small books about Jesus. They said to go share them. So I did a show at UFW in the basement. I shared this Bible after my show. I asked if anybody wanted the Bible. The book. After the show, people raised their hand. So I give those that raised their hand. And then after that, I got a long email that says about, that they said this is unacceptable, don't do this here, never again, don't share Bible stuff here. And they were just so mean in that email, you know what I mean? And I was hurt, like my feelings were hurt, my beliefs were hurt. I remember being hurt because they rejected, they rejected those little Bibles. Okay, I'll say Bibles, but the small books about Jesus. And I felt like, because it says, if you wanna do this, find your own venue to go do this, but not here. What's funny is, after that, I just keep working. I ended up going on the biggest stage in the country. So I left the little stage in the basement. I went on the country's biggest stages, and I'm like, that's just God, man. That's just God. You cannot stop God. That's just God's plan. And so everything I do is connected with God. You know what I mean? So. And I believe there's a purpose in everything, and when things happen, they don't happen. I think Jay-Z says this in an interview. He says things don't happen to us, but they happen for us. So we're supposed to use them, and again, people say when life gives you lemonade, make lemons, right?
When I give you a lemon, you make a lemonade with it.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. Exactly, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade with it. Don't just sit down and complain and not do anything. So I feel like I was able to really take my life from, let's say, from what it was, and then I turn it into what it is today, which is like beautiful, and to me, that's art.
And that's one of the reasons that we trying to create this platform for the Christian community. So people with faith, because we sometimes misunderstood faith and work and stuff like that. And that's why, because a lot of us, we have talents, but we cannot use that talents in church or in the ministry or something, because there is no such platform, nowhere to do it, So we ended up going in the world and expose this talent. Definitely. So that's why, even you yourself, because there is no platform for you to perform, so you had to go to that place. They said, okay, you're not allowed to share the gospel. Yeah. And that's why we're creating this, and where even we can impact non-Christian too, right? That's the main goal. The main goal is
definitely
Christian or not, so where people can share their stories, their stuff. And
definitely.
It was really great to have you here.
Yeah.
And definitely you'll be joining the platform. We'll be hear more about it.
For sure.
And so we have so many great projects we'll be doing.
I get goosebumps when I talk about what happened to me and how I was able to take that and and turn it into what it is today. You know what I mean? If everybody could have the mentality of when something happens to you, you use it to make something beautiful out of it. You know what I mean? And yeah.
So you have anything to say before we go? If there is a way to contact you, your social media, your Instagram, whatever websites, and then, yeah.
Yeah, the best way will be Instagram, Papa G on Instagram. So that's PAPAG. Papa G on Instagram. Usually I'm the first one that pops up.
Awesome. All right, thank you, Papa G. Thank you for coming here.
Thank you.
And so see you next time, and welcome back.
Thank
Bye.
you.